Hello Tucker Tribe, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to create these really cute Easter cupcakes. The first thing I'm going to do is run through a list of ingredients you need to make the cake batter. This is my favorite cake recipe. It's so good. It comes out great every single time, so I highly recommend that you use this cake recipe. You can find the recipe card for it in the link below on my blog. I will link it in the comments. So you're going to need a cake mix of any kind: flour, sugar, salt, water, vegetable oil, vanilla, almond extract, sour cream, and eggs. Before you do anything, you should preheat your oven to 325 degrees. Now you should add all of your dry ingredients to your mixer, so that would include the cake mix first, the cup of flour, cup of sugar, and the salt. Then go ahead and mix that all together. You want to make sure all of your dry ingredients are nice and mixed before you add all of the wet ingredients. So now that we have the dry ingredients all mixed together, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add our wet ingredients to our mixture. So first thing we're going to do is add our water. And then we're going to add our 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Then we're going to add our teaspoon of vanilla and our teaspoon of almond extract. And you don't have to use almond extract. You can do 2 teaspoons of vanilla if you want. And then finally, we're going to add our cup of sour cream, which is what makes the cake really moist and delicious. I chose to put in 3 full eggs. If you want like a more of a fluffy white cake, you can use egg whites. I like to just use eggs because I don't really care if the cake is super white or not, but there are different variations you can use for this recipe. So if you're making a chocolate cake, you can put in 3 whole eggs. If you want your cake to taste like cherry, I would recommend putting in the egg whites and then maybe using Loran oils to cherry flavor it if that's what you want. But there are different combinations of eggs, egg whites that you can use. I got these really cute flower petal looking cupcake wrappers in the seasonal section, if I can say that right, at Target. So we're going to use those for our cupcakes, and we're only going to fill the cupcake wrapper about halfway. Typically I would say 3/4 in a cupcake wrapper, but with these I was a little hesitant to fill them that tall because I didn't want the cupcakes to rise out of the wrapper and like smush out the edges. When we're done filling all of the cupcake wrappers, I always bake my cupcakes on the middle rack, and I only put 2 cupcake pans in at a time to make sure they cook evenly. And you're going to want to cook them until they test done. For me, that was 15 minutes, even though I set my oven to 18 minutes. So now I'm going to run through the ingredients that you need for this decorator's icing that I used to ice these cupcakes. You will need vegetable shortening, salt, meringue powder, powdered sugar, water, and vanilla. With an electric mixer, you're going to mix together your vegetable shortening, your salt, and your meringue powder, and make sure that's mixed together very well. Now you want to add your powdered sugar to the mixture. Go ahead and add it slowly and pour a little bit of water on top to make sure it kind of compacts. You need to add water for the recipe anyways, but add your water and then make sure you start it on a really low setting, and I kind of just pull once and then I put it back to off. Pull it again, put it back to off, because you'll see if you turn it all the way on, all the powdered sugar is going to shoot out. So add your water, add your powdered sugar, add your powdered sugar, add your water, make sure that the ratio is good and that it's not going to go everywhere. Go ahead and add your teaspoon of vanilla, and then once the mixture kind of settles down, then you can turn it on to high and actually whip it to make the icing the consistency that you want it to be. And if it's too thick and it feels like the mixer is straining to mix it, go ahead and add a little bit more water. And if it's too runny and you feel like it's not a good icing consistency, you can go ahead and add more powdered sugar till you get the consistency that you want it to be. Your head, girl. Something out of the cabinet. What is it? No. Something out of the fridge. Is it a yogurt drink?
Yeah.
It's a yogurt.
Yes, Mommy. Yes, please. Can you say yes, please?
Here comes the yogurt. Yogurt drink. Careful you don't spill it. Sorry, we had to take a quick snack break. So I took all the cupcakes out of the oven, and now we're gonna get ready to decorate them with all of the things that I got at Target to decorate the top of the cupcakes with. I used the 1M tip to decorate the top of the cupcakes. This is what it looks like. It's my favorite tip to decorate cupcakes with. You put it in the bag like this, pretty easy. I put my cupcake on the bottom of a little glass container to use as like a stand, but essentially you're gonna pipe a little mound in the very center and then swirl on top of that little dot that you just created to give it a bigger looking effect, so you're not swirling on top of nothing and then your icing will cave in. I added some sprinkles, a little bit of disco dust, which is edible glitter, a bunny topper, and voila. So again, you pipe that mound in the center, swirl on top, add your toppings, and then you're done. It's pretty simple, and once you do it a couple of times, you pretty much get it down. Are you ready for your cupcake? Here you go. What do you think?
No. No.
All right, I would say all in all, it was pretty successful. Kennedy seems to really like them. We will see you guys next time. Make sure to like, ring the bell, and subscribe. Thanks, guys. Bye.